Hi and welcome to Pineapple Box Breaks box break number 5. Today we're going to do something a little bit different because if anyone knows me, they'll know that my collecting habits are a little bit all over the place. So I really love looking at all different types of cards and collecting those things that are a little bit left of centre. And today's is definitely that. So today I'm going to open up a blaster box of the Presidents of the United States, the POTUS first 36 release. So these were released in 2020 and they were to commemorate the first 36 presidents. So these blaster boxes are a little bit all over the place. There's 5 packs in there plus a extra pack which gives you some platinum type or red alloy cards, but it is a little bit different. So just for your viewing pleasure, let's look at something a little bit out of the ordinary. So here is the blaster box of the POTUS cards. So as you can see there, 5 packs plus 1 bonus pack of 4 red alloy cards. Looking for cut autographs and historic DNA. What can I get the focus in there? Doesn't seem to want to focus, but we'll get that there down the bottom. No. Yeah, looking for cut autographs and historic DNA hair relics. Now, the chances of those are remote to say the best, but because it is just a blaster box. If you have a look at the side there, that gives you a bit of an idea on some of the amazing cards you can hit in these products. Come on, give us a look. There we go. So there's cut signatures and the hair relic up there. Alright, so let's get stuck into it. It'll only be a short break, but yeah, this is the kind of stuff I really do like collecting. This kind of stuff, much to my wife's displeasure, I guess, because I end up hoarding a hell of a lot of stuff. But that's what happens. Let's try and get some light in here. It's a little bit better there. All right, so bit of a presidential seal in there. How cool is that? So this is the first 36 presidents. I think they will be releasing another set later on, which would be the idea. So there's the 5 packs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the one with the red alloy cards. Let's open up that one first, Alright. So the first card is a 6-star general card. So these all have a chrome finish. Now, are they numbered? No, these aren't. Yeah, it is numbered. Oops. The 6-star general hits the deck. Numbered down the bottom there. 289 of 299. If you can see that. Quite cool. The uncivil presidential race. Now, the thing with these cards that I love is that if we have a look at the back, it gives you the story, a bit of a story. So you learn something from these ones. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson were famous for their hatred of each other, even due to the election rules of the day. So it gives you a bit of story. So you learn a little bit about that one. So a presidential wife, Mamie Eisenhower, in a red finish. I think these are one of the chase cards. Let's see if we can't. Here we go. Mamie Eisenhower. So something a little bit different there. Now this is something that wouldn't happen today. No national debt. There we go. No national debt. One of Andrew Jackson's goals as president had been to eliminate the debt owed by the nation. He achieved this goal on the 8th of January 1835. And that one is numbered 127 of 299. Actually, I didn't check these ones. The red one was to 699 and this one to 299 as well. Okay, I like that. That's cool. No national debt. Alright, let's have a look and see what we can get out of the packets. So we've got 5 packets, 10 cards per pack. These aren't in that finish. Abraham Lincoln. Preservation of the Union. Cool. That's Lyndon Johnson. Great Society. Hey, no national debt. There's the base of the card we hit before. What door was that? Andrew Jackson. Calvin Coolidge. Ran unopposed. Who ran unopposed? Only 2 people have run for the office of president unopposed. The first was George Washington, who did it twice, and the second was James Monroe. So there you go. Imagine if we had Donald Trump running unopposed. James Buchanan and the Truman Doctrine. These are cool. Panama Railway. The youngest president. So let's see, who was the youngest president? Oh. Okay. Let's see who the youngest president was. Tammany Hall boss Tom Platt wanted Teddy Roosevelt out of New York, and his crackdowns as police commissioner and subsequently governor hampered their political influence. He successfully lobbied to have Roosevelt added to the McKinley presidential ticket of 1900. With the assassination of President McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt became the youngest president of the United States at the age of 42. Well, their current president is almost double that. Purple Heart. First presidential assassination attempt. The first presidential assassination attempt doesn't happen every day of the week. And look at that, it's on a card. 1835, Andrew Jackson left the Capitol building after attending the funeral of Republican Warren Davis. Disgruntled painter Richard Lawrence stepped behind the president and attempted to shoot him in the back. The pistol misfired. Very handy. And he drew a second pistol again when this pistol also misfired. 68-year-old President Jackson had to be restrained from nearly beating the assailant to death with his cane. Oh boy. He was found not guilty due to insanity. Renovation of the White House. There we go. Every house gets a renovation. Go on the block. John Quincy Adams. Warren Harding. The War of 1812. Very underrated war of 1812. Franklin Pierce and the atomic bomb. Well, nothing underrated about the atomic bomb. That certainly had its impact. It was definitely a development. Okay, the Mexican-American War. Imagine if they had built a wall when this war happened. Would have been quite handy. Save people a lot of time. The Nobel Peace Prize. So this will tell us that someone, Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, the youngest president as we know, he won a Nobel Peace Prize. Cuban Missile Crisis. The first photographed president. Well, there we go. Now, who is he? Let's find out. John Quincy Adams in 1843. There you go. Barbary War. Now, looks like the Americans have had their fair share in there. Woodrow Wilson. Now, Woodrow Wilson is my favourite name for a president. Really got to work out. Come on. Just give up on Woodrow, I think. The Library of Congress. David Fillmore. The 22nd Amendment. 2 times is enough for any man. Now, again, as I said, you learn things. So the 22nd Amendment, when George Washington was advised he should run for a third term of president, he stated that prudence on the part must attest any attempt of the well-meant but mistaken views of friends to introduce again into the chair of government. His influence was enough to prevent all presidents from seeking a third term until FDR was elected in 40 and again in 44. To prevent this from happening again, Congress passed the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution, limiting a president to 2 terms of office. There you go. Again, learned something. I didn't know that was the 22nd Amendment. Been to the Capitol building, one of the most amazing buildings I've ever been to. We've got here the American Antiquities Act of 1906. I'll learn about that one later. NASA was established. I wonder, when was NASA established? You want to take a guess? I'm going to say in the 40s? No, 1958. The first president to lose the popular vote but win the election. Seems like a good way to go. Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson won 42.3% of the popular vote, while John Quincy Adams won only 31.5%. And neither candidate had required the required number of votes. The election outcome would be determined by the stipulations of the 12th Amendment, with the slimmest majority, 13 of the 24 states, cast their vote for Adams. There you go. James Garfield. The 15th Amendment. I'll read that one later. Come on. There we go. William Taft. Public speaking. Zachary Taylor. And a New Deal. One last pack of the POTUS cards. President of the United States. Latin and Greek. Well, bad news for everyone is I can't speak either Latin or Greek, so let's have a look. James Garfield was an educator at heart, teaching both Latin and Greek. Well, who would have thought that that would end up on the back of a trading card? Annexation of Hawaii. Pretty cool. 1890. Another 60 years and a world war before Hawaii, so that makes it 1958. James Monroe. His presents all very noble looking. The Monroe Doctrine. Rutherford Hayes. Ferdinand Ward. Who was Ferdinand Ward? He was a swindler who opened banking and brokerage business in New York. His charming nature had convinced President Grant's son partner to partner with him in the business of giving him a well-known and seemingly trusted face. Ward had built a Ponzi scheme and built many famous Americans out of their life savings, including the former President Grant. Grant was bankrupt as a result and lost his home to a loan he had taken from William Henry Vanderbilt. Now, Ferdinand Ward is, well, he's kind of like a hero here. Teddy Roosevelt, don't know what that is. James Polk, and building the US Navy. Come on, there we go. So, that is the break. This is my favourite card, no national debt, because any president now who thought that they could do that would be a superhero, because while we've done this little break, the US national debt has probably gone up by $10 billion or something. So that is it. So there's a great example of trading cards being a little bit different. They don't always have to be sport or Pokemon or anything like that. They can teach you some things. And being a fan of the American political system, not a fan as much as just I find it intriguing, and I certainly found this one intriguing. So thanks for watching this pineapple box break, and stay tuned for more breaks. The next one I do will most likely be, well, the next video, sorry, will most likely be like a vlog. We're going to just do some comparisons of some cards from today to some cards of yesteryear. So just to have a look at the differences and how cards have evolved. So thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button. I've heard people say these things, so I should say them. Hit the like button, get someone to subscribe, that would be cool. Or tell your friends, get them to join the page, that's fine. That's great, because it's, as I said before, this page is just about showing off cards, doing some box breaks, trying to hit some nice cards. If we don't, we just have some fun anyway. Thanks very much and have a great day. Stay safe.